Hi, this is Dawn. I'd like to welcome you to CultureShare. Please join us each and every Saturday between the hours of 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. on channel 54 and 44. We are also broadcasting in Grenada at 8 p.m. on Saturdays. Please join us in celebrating our culture. Thank you.
She follow the gentleman on the video too. Making sure they capture everything she do. Well, Remo City can have an in lobby. When they check it out, the Rasta ride it. Waving she hand in front, every band she jumping and carrying on. The gentle is me man, shaking out she waist. Rasta woman marching down the place. From the camera she pushing out she face. Rasta sister marching down the place. A policeman said the Rasta making too much mess. He went on the stage and tried to put she down, but she totally refused to take me on. Well, the Calypsonian kept on singing. She hold the police and started dancing. In less than no time, the man started to wind the savannah in rampage. Was Longshan on the stage. She shaking up, she waist.
Well, hello there. Welcome to CultureShare. My name is Don Bob on behalf of General Ben Television Productions, welcoming you to today's program. As usual on CultureShare, we highlight the cultures of Africa, the Americas, and the Caribbean, and of course with special emphasis on the Caribbean culture. We got a lot of new talent to be featuring on our program for you today, but before that, I'd like to tell you that this portion of the broadcast is being brought to you by VP Records, your leader in Caribbean music. Well, our first group making its debut on CultureShare today happens to be one of the premier backup groups in the New York metropolitan area. They've been around for quite some time. They play lots of good music. Even though they don't have a record to their credit, they do play great music. Please join me and welcome here on CultureShare the group Lambert and the Matadors Orchestra.
Knocking on a heaven's door. Oh yeah. I'm knocking on a heaven's door. And right now, I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Oh yeah. I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Would somebody please take this gun up for me, yeah? I can't shoot them anymore. You see the long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on a heaven's door. And right now, knocking on a heaven's door. Oh yeah. I'm knocking on a heaven's door. I heard them say, knocking on a heaven's door. Oh yeah. I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Hey. Oh yeah, now. Oh well, oh no. Oh yeah, now. I heard them say, someone take this badge up from me. Oh, I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on a heaven's door. And right now, I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Oh yeah. I'm knocking knocking on heaven's door. I heard them say, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Okay, I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Would somebody please take this gun for me? Yeah. I can't shoot them anymore. I see the long black clouds, it's coming down on me. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. And right now, I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Okay, okay, I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I heard them say, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, ooh, I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Now, oh please, oh well, oh now, I heard them saying, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Okay, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Would somebody please, please take this gun up for me?
The group Lambert and the Matadors Orchestra here on CultureShare, a group made up mainly of Grenadians, even though there are a few other Caribbean people playing in the band. Well, from Lambert and the Matadors Orchestra, we want to go to one of the more dynamic, young and upcoming calypsonians around in the New York area today. Even though he hails from Grenada, he stays in the New York area, and that's where he does most of his work during the year, but he goes back to Grenada for Carnival every year. Join me and welcome here on CultureShare, Randy Isaacs.
When you see me coming down, man, I'm coming down with a brand new one. Whoa, whoa. I know all my fans will love this one because strictly tempo and sweet rhythm. Whoa, whoa. People will be jumping, others going wild. I say it's a brand new dance that now coming in style. I know some people go vexed with me, but the Kumba is for everybody. The Kumba, they're doing the Kumba. All the ladies whining down and beg, and men with their hands behind their head is the Kumba. Kumba. Bend your right hand down and your left hand down. Then you bend over and action begun. Kumba must drive you crazy. Kumba. Kumba must make you mad. Kumba. Kumba drink up your whiskey. Kumba. Kumba can behave bad. Kumba. Jump and sing, man, do your thing. Wind your waist, jump all over the place. Man, you like it? I wanna see you do it. I know my grandparents fought so long, no kind of dance couldn't turn them on. No. Whether funk, reggae, calypso, rap, soul or disco, no. but Kumba have them crazy. I can understand. They went to a party and was the middle of attraction. So grandma and grandpa getting down and everybody joining the fun with the Kumba. They doing the Kumba. All the ladies whining down and beg and men with the hands behind the head is the Kumba. They doing the Kumba. So bend your right hand down and your left hand down. Then you bend over and action be gone. Kumba must drive you crazy. Hey. Kumba must make you mad. Kumba in a party. Kumba can be a bad. Kumba, whoa, whoa, the Kumba. Whoa, yeah, the Kumba. Whoa, whoa, the Kumba. Jump and break away. Break, 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 break. Jump and break away. Hey, 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 hey. Do the Kumba thing. I want to see you swing. I want you walk and whine. Do the Kumba grind. Shake it. Do the Kumba. Do the Kumba. Solo William, I like it. And last year something surprised me, man. A priest played mass in Rainbow City. Whoa, whoa. But salsa and open up the door. That hand father on the go. Whoa, whoa. This year I'm looking forward to see him again. I want the ladies take pleasure to introduce the Kumba to him. So when you see father in the action, I want you to go and greet the man with the Kumba. Touch him the Kumba. Only ladies whining down and beg and men with their hands behind their head is the Kumba. They're doing the Kumba. So bend your right hand down and your left hand down. Then you bend over and action be gone. Watch the man, the Kumba, go drive you crazy. The Kumba, go make you mad. Kumba, drink up your whiskey. Kumba, can be a bad. Kumba, jam and wine. I say bump and grind. Do your thing, jump and hey, hey, hey. Kumba, hey, hey. Kumba, Kumba, see us charming. We going round a ring. We doing we own thing. It's Kumba styling. Kumba, Kumba, go on the block. That's the talk on the block. All the boys doing it. They say they really love it. Kumba, Thomas, James and Nick. Man, they playing slick. Kumba, Booby and Toshi, Anthony and Coffee. Oh, ah, hey, ali-dang-dang-dang. Oh, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Kumba, do the thing. Shake your waist. Put a foot in the air. Why not give you
Randy Isaacs there on Culture Share with a track from his brand new album. That's his 1991 album, that particular track called Humpback. We'll be back with much more music here on Culture Share right after these messages. Welcome back, y'all. You know, on Culture Share, we tend to highlight the folks from all over the Caribbean. We're making sure that we don't miss one particular Caribbean island. We have a lady here coming up on Culture Share who enjoys the best of both worlds. She can call herself a Barbadian and she can also call herself a Vincentian due to parental connections. She has appeared in both Barbadian and Vincentian shows. Not only that, she has appeared on other West Indian shows here in the New York metropolitan area. Join me and welcome a soca queen, Miss Anis Carew.
This song is especially dedicated to all the men in the audience who think they're slow. All the men inside here who too slow. Too slow. Are you slow? This is a slow one. Ow! I'm saying plain and straight that you are big disgrace. Every woman don't know of you. When come to women, you're catching your tail. Asking for action, you don't have none. When they support you, pick up and run. You're too slow, or you're too slow. They say you're too slow, or you're too slow, slowy boy. You want to see slowy boy here? Baby. Slowy boy, he can't even get up. Taking them fancy trim, dressing up like a king. In your Mercedes, styling. Your eye on every chick, telling yourself you slick. When they come to you, you shaking. Jean and Betty say you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. Claire and Nancy say you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. So like a turtle, worse than a snail. When come to women, you're catching your tail. Ask you for action, you don't have none. Look at support you, pick up and run. You're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow, slowy boy. Woo! You get any faster yet? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're too slow. Come here. Too slow. Woo! Woo! Come here, slowy boy. Slowy boy. Woo! They say that you so dead, like you don't have no head. Ooh! Or you having fear of something. You mess up every day. Women don't like to wait. That is the mistake you making. Jean and Betty say you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. Claire and Angie say you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. So like a turtle, worse than a snail. When come to women, you're catching your tail. Asking for action, you don't have none. Because about you, pick up and run. You're too slow. Boy, you're too slow. They say you're too slow. Boy, you're too slow, slowy boy. Ow! Slowy boy. Wow! Woo! Bring it down for me, rebels. Bring it down. I want to hear from all the women inside here. All the women in here who know a man who is real slow, like this one here. All the women who know a man who's slow say, yay! Yay! All the men who know that they're not so slow say, no. No. We got one right here. Come here. Come here. Slowy boy is sitting down right here. I can see if I can make him get up. Ow! 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 Woo! Oh! Woo! Ow!
Annie's career out of Barbados and St. Vincent on CultureShare. And by the way, we caught her live at Tilden Hall during a great show put on by Spice Island Cultural Promotions. That show, by the way, pitted the best of Grenada versus the best of St. Vincent. So at that time, she was wearing her Vincentian hat. Well, from Annie's career, from one soca queen, we're going to move on to another soca queen. And this soca queen, by the way, is out of Trinidad and Tobago. Not only is she the soca queen in Trinidad and Tobago, having captured that crown for 3 consecutive years, she's also the soca queen out of Jamaica. She won that title during Jamaica's 1991 Carnival season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Denise Plummer.
We're gonna let the tempo go but it's all about peace, love, and beautiful harmony.
Nobody even here till he break up.
Denise Plummer, live from the Calypso Review tent in Trinidad and Tobago during the 1991 Calypso season leading up to Trinidad and Tobago's 1991 Carnival. And by the way, talking about Carnival, the 1992 Carnival season is going to be an extra long one in Trinidad and Tobago. And at this time, lots of Calypsonians are in the studio putting the final touches to their album. Hopefully they will have those albums out for the Christmas. As a matter of fact, in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a good old saying, if you didn't sell your records by Boxing Day, they won't be sold again. Hence the early release of Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival Records. And after these messages, we'd come back with much more talent for you on CultureShare. It is our pleasure to welcome here on CultureShare one of Trinidad and Tobago's leading Calypsonians. Several years ago, he appeared at the Big Yard for the Calypso Monarch competition, which is generally held during the Dimanche Gras show, and he sang one called Fire Gabbania. What a spectacle it was for that performance he had. And this year, he came out with one called A Field to Party, or as some people call it, Black Man Field to Party or Come Out to Party. The Black Stallion is Trinidad and Tobago's 1991 Calypso Monarch. He is also the Road March King for Brooklyn's Labor Weekend Carnival celebrations. But just how much do we know about the Black Stallion? To find out more, Harold Paisady interviewed the Black Stallion for CultureShare. Let's take a look.
If you love Calypso, you love Leroy Kelly's The Black Stallion. And even if you don't love Calypso and you see the Black Stallion performing, you would definitely fall in love with the art form. One of the bards in the business, no doubt. The man who's been around for many a year and still going strong. Stallion, welcome to CultureShare.
I want to say again, it's nice to be here with you and share this hour with you on CultureShare.
When I hear the name Black Stallion, bells start going off in my head. I think of Martin Luther King, Bundem, Money, Money, Black Starliner in an earlier time, Wade Dorothy, Raid the Caribbean, Man, Black Man Time, get up, wake up, and the black man feeling to party. I mean, what is it that kept you in the business so long and still at the top?
Well, again, I must say that, you know, I sort of learned my lesson from the early school, where much of the guys who has been sort of pioneering the art up to a certain level. And I had the honor of maybe sharing stage with people like Spoiler and Pretender and Kitchener. And I think, you know, like, when you sort of grow up between these guys and you sort of learn your lessons from them, I think you sort of learn it the right way. And they always sort of like show you where in this form, you know, like you should never sort of achieve all your goals. You should always leave a few hanging outside here to go to. And I think it's so important that, you know, when you keep going further and further and you keep not achieving that goal, but keep setting different, you know, goals to go at. And I think maybe this is what keep Black Stallion going for all these years.
But over the years, there must have been some downsides. I mean, were there times when you say, look, man, why am I struggling in this business for? Do you, I mean, has it ever happened to you?
Yeah, well, like in anything else, you know, like there were times, because like when I first started, you know, although that what I should say is like the type of songs that I sing with the lyrics, hard lyrics, although it was not, as they say, commercial, being going on records and selling a whole lot. So then it was a bit of a problem to get records going. So the early Black Stallion, I think like we didn't have much records happening. This was like the early 60s when Black Stallion was just sort of blooming out, like Southern Calypso King and couple semi-finals and finals, you know. And it was rough in those days. I mean, plenty of times, like you say, I sort of feel like packing it all up. But then where my thing sort of started from, you know, from small I was always kind of looking for this medium where I could really get out there and sort of express myself. I sort of tried with beating a little pan, I sort of tried with a little dancing, and then I came across Calypso. And when I first thought I came across Calypso, I realized to myself, well, this is the medium that I could really and truly express myself and say some of the things I would like to say and sort of educate my people the way I would like to do it. So I sort of stuck to Calypso. So even though that times were hard, but then I think it was easy because getting out there and giving the message was like 100% contentment for me to know that people were accepting what I was saying. So, you know, the vibrations from the audience will always overcome the problems that you have in the thing. So I think this is what sort of keep Black Stallion always going.
You said serious lyrics, and to me that is a story of Black Stallion. Serious lyrics. Do you think that sometimes you take yourself too seriously?
No. I am.
Or sometimes you laugh at yourself?
No, I wouldn't say I take myself too seriously. I have always seen Calypso like a Calypsonian, like that old African storyteller that's sort of going from village to village, sort of carrying the word. Even today, I always like to see myself, you know, most singers, Calypsonians say, well, we're going to a show or go to a country to do a show. Black Stallion like to see like when I, you know, on tour, I always like to see like I sort of service in the communities. You know, like sort of carrying the word even more than a show, like how some people would see it. And I think, you know, that we live in, you know, in the serious world here today, as always, because our history would tell you that we never really had it that easy. It's been years of fighting and fighting to sort of put our things together and get ourselves back to we. And I think in all, you know, as I said before, the role of the Calypsonian is the storyteller, the educator. So I think, you know, like you should always sort of keep it on that serious note.
Let me say thank you very much for being on CultureShare. It was a pleasure having you on.
But I want to say it's great. It's great being here. You know, I was always wondering, well, when somebody gonna have Black Stallion on CultureShare, because, you know, I remember when I've been running through the TV in New York for years now and nothing dealing with my culture, and I think it's so beautiful that, you know, in the 90s I could sort of turn the TV on and see beautiful things happening with my culture. I want to say it's nice being here, and again to all the Calypso fans out there, we want to say you just keep listening to the CultureShare.
Stallion, keep that Caribbean flag flying.
Okay, we always.
One love.
Again, one love.
All right. Okay, Don, it's all yours now.
Thank you, Harold. Well, how about enjoying some of the music of the Black Stallion here on CultureShare? We've heard him talk, let's hear him sing, and let's look at him perform. The Stallion.
You ready to jump? You ready to jump? More come, more come. It's 400 years now and over. All them superpower trying to conquer Africa. Yes, they went down there with all the lust and the greed. But don't care how they try, you know they can't succeed. Yes, they kill and keep killing. But the more African they kill, the more they see coming. And when they try and they can't make hands with African, they just pack up the bag and back they go on to the land. Why? The more warriors they got down, it's the more warriors we come. The more Africans that they kill, it's the more they see come. Zulu, Ashanti, Watusi, Zulu, the more Africans that they got down. We get back Mozambique so easy. Zimbabwe and Angola are ready. And if it's one thing I sure know was ever, Namibia and South Africa round the corner. Yes, it's one bomb they drop on Hiroshima, and they get the whole of Japan to surrender. And in 200 years rest out on the reservation. But for 400 years they still gas up few African. Why? The more warriors they got job, it's the more warriors we come. The more Africans that they kill, the more they see coming. Ashanti, what you see? Jojo, Zulu, Jojo, Zulu. The more Africans that they got down. see people. If they keep killing leaders after leader, look at how much they kill Africans won't surrender. And how come these same people want to tell me Africans today have no unity? Yes, I know they may say I'm drunk, they may say I'm mad, but one day Africans gonna be living under one flag. Why? The more warriors they come down, it's the more warriors wake up. The more Africans that they kill, it's the more they sing. Ashanti, Batusi, Juju, Zulu, Bakandela, Bakandela. The more Africans that they come down. Yes, them have the gun and them have the bomb. They're making all the nuclear weapons. And if there's one thing I know now I could bet, Africans never invent no bombers yet. But then out of it all the bad. When they reach Africa, the weapon become a scrapyard. Like they won't believe the words of the old witch doctor when he said that Africa shall never be conquered. Why? The more warriors they gun down, it's the more warriors wake up. The more Africans that they kill, the more Ashanti, Batusi. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Jojo, Ashanti.
Back here on Culture Share, friends, we want to switch from one Trinidad and Tobago calypso star to another soca star from the Twin Island Republic. Here's a gentleman out of Tobago who's been singing for quite some time, but I think this year he has made his biggest impact. He has had 2 solid hits from an album. Prince Unique has one called You Gotta Believe and another one called Wine Your Waist. Whichever you choose, you've got the best in video, the best in music. One is social commentary, the other is total party music. Our choice is for you here on Culture Share. Enjoy.
Wine your waist, mama. Wine your waist, papa. Wine your waist, mama. Wine your waist, papa. If the music feeling right, say yeah, say yeah. And it have you feeling nice, say yeah, say yeah. Step on mama, wine, mama, wine. Grind, papa, grind, papa, grind. Wine your waist, wine your waist, wine your waist, wine your waist. Oh yeah. Are you jamming on someone? Say yeah, say yeah. And you want to carry on? Say yeah, say yeah. It's sweating on someone till the morning light. The tempo right is dynamite. I like the way your body moving. I like the way your boomsy rolling. So wine your waist, swing your waist from left to right. Don't mind it a little while. You go down to do it right. Once the soca jam tonight. Wine, 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 wine down. And grind, 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 grind up. I said wine, 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 wine down. And grind, 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 grind up. Wine your waist, swing your waist from left to right. Don't mind it a little while. You go down to do it right. Once the soca jam tonight. Give me room, let me wine, let me wine, let me wine. Give me room, let me wine, give me room, let me wine. Hey, everybody wine, yeah, everybody wine, everybody wine, yes, everybody wine, oh yeah, everybody wine, everybody wine, everybody, everybody, oh Everybody wine, everybody wine, yes, everybody wine, everybody wine, oh yeah. Hold the waist and wine, girl. Hold the waist and wine, girl. Oh yeah. Hold the belly, oh. Hold the belly, yeah. Hold the belly, 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 hold the belly. Everybody wine, everybody wine, everybody wine, everybody wine, yeah, everybody. Everybody, everybody,
Prince Unique in a party mood on Culture Share. Wine it waist, a little zouk, a little soca, a nice blend of music there. You couldn't ask for a better performance, could you? And of course, the video is well put together. Friends, it's that time when we have to say so long from our program of Culture Share. I want to say what a pleasure it has been, and like they do say when they're saying so long from these programs, bye, adios, hasta la vista, ciao, and bye for now, au revoir, whatever your language you speak, it means the same thing, goodbye. So until such time as we do meet again, remember to keep those cultural fires burning. My name is Don Bob on behalf of General Ben Television Productions, inviting you to go on out there, support the artists, buy their records, please, and of course that way you'd keep the culture burning and burning and burning. As we leave you, we want to leave you to one of New York's top bands. They're the New York band, so to speak, the Rebels Orchestra. We've had them more than once on Culture Share, and it's a pleasure to welcome them here as we leave you for this week. Enjoy.
It's time to get on.
that swing, boy. Boy, oh. With a set piece in your left pocket, 5 cents in your right, 10 cents in your back pocket, safely out that side, in front, under your belt, stick a dollar, no come, if you want to learn, I am going to cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, Steve, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar. She said she don't like my pace, going too slow, like she want me back up the way, so rated them all. Cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar. When she get it hard enough and she can't take the grind, she go leave all the small change, give me big money wine. Dollar, 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 give me dollar, 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 give me dollar, 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 give me dollar, give me dollar, give me dollar. Oh boy, give me, my waist bad, my waist bad.